Today we will show you how to use the new My Locations feature, which enables you to easily identify and mark specific locations on the map, offering you a more customized experience and allowing you to develop maps that are tailored to your own needs in the atlas. We will also show you examples so that you get inspiration to create your own map afterwards. First of all, you will need to go to the European Atlas of the Seas website. You can do so by typing this address in your toolbar. Once we're in the European Atlas of the Seas, you will see this menu. In here, you can choose to change a language to your own in the atlas by clicking on the language menu. You can navigate and select your preferred language out of 24 options from the tab drop-down menu. It is that simple. You can then close it. I will stay to English right for the moment. You can also see that there is a small guide here to show you step-by-step use of the My Locations that you can come back to afterwards. To start using the My Locations tool, we will need to close this menu. Go to the Home menu and activate Advanced Features. When you click here, you need to activate the My Locations feature just by clicking here, as well as the Save Map option, ensuring that your work is securely stored. And the final step is to sign in with your EU login. So once you're logged in, you just need to verify that the My Locations is activated as well as the Save Map. You can see that by having a look at the right side of your screen and see if these two icons are present. Then we'll be able to start. So I will first just quickly remove this layer. Then you go to the search layers. You go to My Maps and you start create a new map. It is really easy. Then you will just enter the new locations. So you click on this icon and then this window opens, allowing you to add your location in two ways. You can either fill the table manually with the geographical coordinates of your locations with related descriptions or any additional data you wish to include by adding some columns. Or you can copy your data from an external table just right here. You can also easily add some rows to add different data points. So I'll show you really quickly how to do it by adding 2 points. I will first add Brussels, which is where I am currently based. So really quickly, and you can do it at the same time as I do it. So as the first description, I will add Brussels. And in this extra column, I will add my office. So I can rename all the column as I wish. Work area, I don't know, something like that. And then I will add another locations, just so you see how it works very briefly. So the second one is Nice, which is located in France, where the United Nations Ocean Conference will take place in 2025. And then once this is done, you can also add extra rows or extra column. That is really easy. Once it's done, you click on the next button and you can personalize your map by adding a title to your legend. So I will add, for instance, My Locations example. You can add the descriptions as well as select the attributes that you want to show in the pop-up window when you will click on the point. So I want to show the ID, the description, and the work area, for instance. You can also really personalize by applying different drawing styles for the legend of your map. So for instance, I will change my points in blue like that, change the style and create a layer. Once it's done, you can just click here to show the menu. I will remove this layer so you can see it clearly, and you see the My Locations example. So when you click on a small point, you see all the information related to your location, and it is the same for this one, really interestingly. You can also add extra map layers which are already made available in the atlas. There is a total of 270 map layers. For instance, if I am interested in, I don't know, let's say something that is not really related, but the locations of wind farm, I close this window and then I can zoom in the map and see that, okay, close to my locations there are different wind farms, for instance. You can add as much as layers as you want. So yeah, that is the first map I just created to really show you that it's really easy to make. After that, you will need to save your map. I will call it My Locations Example 2. You can add a description and then save your map. You can then access all your map in the My Maps in the search bar, and you can see My Locations Example 2 is just here, and you can load this map or edit it by coming back to it. There is another example that I really wanted to show you, which is a bit more developed maybe. It's another map I created. So these are all the national parks I visited in 2024. You can also zoom in on this map just to have a better overview. I also added the Marine Natura 2000 sites as well, because they're closely related. And when I click on the My Locations, you can see my table with all the data that I added. So I added a column for the natural park names as well as one for the descriptions, which is quite interesting because when you click on one of the points, you can have a look at all the descriptions that were added. So here we have the name of the park, and I also added a small description so that I can be reminded of what it was. If we go back to the locations that I just added to the My Locations Example 2 that we just created before this one, what is interesting is that you can always come back and add new locations by adding a row and adding extra information on this map, as well as delete outdated information. So what is really great with the My Locations is that there are endless possibilities. If you're a teacher, you can, for example, create maps to show where partner schools, the education projects are located, as well as the locations of field trips or sites that you will visit, the locations of observation you've made, for instance, related to marine litter, or where conference and events that are relevant to your work are taking place. The European Atlas of the Seas is not just for educators. If you're a marine researcher, an environmental advocate, or a policymaker, or even just a citizen passionate about the ocean, the Atlas offers really accessible and user-friendly tools to explore, analyze, and visualize marine data. You can use it to study environmental trends, monitor coastal developments, or gain insights into marine ecosystems and the blue economy. If you ever need some help with using the My Locations, you can click on the Help button. For that, you will need to go to the Home menu and click on Do You Need Help? For an interactive guide that walks you through the features step by step. It is a really handy resource if you have any questions. We also really value your feedback, so if you have suggestions or encounter any issues, click on the Give Feedback button and fill out the form. Our team is always eager to hear from you. So that's it for this tutorial. We hope you enjoy using the My Locations feature to create, customize, and share your maps. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful time exploring the Atlas.